Hello, all you lovely, beautiful souls out there. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be a reading on what their thoughts and feelings are right now at this current moment when we're pulling this reading. So get the person on your mind, get an image or a thought of them, form it in your mind of the person who you want this reading to be about or who you're thinking of. That you want to know their thoughts and feelings, and let's see what comes through here. So we have shallow. Somebody might be a little surface level. Might be somebody that tends to distract themselves with different things, like maybe a little bit of fluttering here and there, like looking for something to fill that void within them, not realizing that the void, the void in them that they're trying to fill, they need to fill it with something within them, not something external. They're conflicted. They have decisions they make. They definitely hot and cold energy. So this is telling me this is somebody, whoever this is somebody that's very on and off, very doesn't know what they want, has a hard time making choices. But they feel like, they definitely are attracted to you. They see your worth, but they're running from this connection. And, yeah, they're only, again, we got, they're coming in here, ecstasy. They're chasing things for a good time. That's that shallow energy coming through on the other end. So what are they? They're running around, they're running away from you. They know that you are someone of worth, of value, but they're conflicted about this. And because they're conflicted about it, they're running. Because what do they do when they run? They're trying to distract themselves instead of do the internal healing. This tells me this is somebody that is trying to avoid, really seeing why they're running from the situation, especially when they know your worth. They see your value and their worth, but they're scared of that for some reason. So, and this is what's making them, they're conflicted. They might have a sense of like, they might be afraid of giving up a lifestyle. This is saying, there might be other people and other attachments involved. There might be, third parties can be anything. It doesn't have to be a person, but with the shallow behavior and chasing thrills coming out here, this is somebody that may, try and distract themselves by having a good time, running away and distracting them with whatever are their vices, their influences. They feel like they're better off. That's what they think, that the grass might be greener somewhere else. So they're constantly searching, they're constantly looking. Why? Because they're trying to fill this void within them that's not being filled at this time. So, they do feel, this is coming in with that beauty card, so they do feel that you're somebody that they do feel a connection with, a strong connection. They may feel like you've had past lives together, that you might be soulmates. But yeah, they're sending out mixed signals. They're clouded. They have clouded judgment right now because they keep running away from their feelings. They don't like to, they know they tend to sabotage, and that creates confusion because they know when they sabotage the connection, they start feeling bad, and instead of looking at why they're sabotaging things, they just will run off, from the connection. And they could be very angry right now. They could be very bitter, but I feel like they're mad at themselves. I really feel like what's coming through is they're mad at themselves right now. So This is what they're kind of going through. Like, this is a little bit, I think this isn't really getting at their thoughts and feelings, but this is giving you a good idea to help you understand if this is your person or not, if this is somebody that you're dealing with or not, to know, they may be a little bit angry right now, a little bit bitter, but it's mostly this resentment and anger is their frustration more at themselves, because they know they have a tendency to self-sabotage, and they do see your worth, and it's frustrating them. So they and they know that I feel like this is somebody that isn't happy, and they're not happy, and they're taking it out on everyone around them, because instead of looking within and healing healing whatever is in them, that void that they're feeling, that they feel like they keep having to chase after ecstasy and thrills and excitement, the kind of, almost, I'm getting maybe a hedonistic type of person, somebody that follows the good times and the thrills. They rather chase that, those shallow forms of entertainment to try and distract themselves, because they're hollow and empty inside. They're bored, they're hollow, they're empty. They don't know how to, they're not content in their life. They're filling that void with whatever they possibly can fill it with. And that's why there's all these you can have vices, attachments, third parties. They distract themselves. They use other things outside of them, external, to try and fill that void, that unhappiness within them. And it causes them to lash out at everyone and everything around them, because they are unhealed in the inside. So we're going to switch to the Loving Oracle deck, and I'm going to go ahead on over this top row. Let's get their feelings right now. Their feelings toward my viewer right now. What is this person's feelings toward my viewer right now? Talking, wanting to talk. But I feel like, okay, so they want to talk, but they don't want to make the first move. They are waiting for you to message them. They're wanting to respond. They're not, they're running. They want to ghost. They want you to make the first move. It's almost like, I feel like there's part of this person that is wanting the attention. They're, that's why they're hoping you're going to come to them. So, because it gives them that sense of validation of being wanted, being needed. They need to they're starting to realize, I like the conflicted here. This is falling, healthy choices is falling on conflicted. And I think they're seeing that you're starting to have self-love and make healthier choices. And there's this fear that you might be walking away, you might be leaving them, because you might be a little bit tired of their behavior. Yeah, see, look at that. They feel like this might be over, that you might be tired of them. You might be tired of their behavior, feeling like they're losing control of the situation because you're making healthier choices and they never did, and so they're hoping you're going to reach out and give them the opportunity to fix things, but they don't want to be the one to reach out, is what I'm getting. They don't, they're holding back a little bit because they are bitter. They're in this being angry right now. So with this being angry right now, they're afraid of what they may say and do, I think, a little bit, of damaging the relationship or the connection beyond repair. So maybe they have said something to you that they feel like they said something hurtful, that they realize that may have been the final nail on the coffin that may cause you to leave. And so now they know they've got to wait to see how you're going to respond, how, they're wanting you to chase them. Look at this. This is falling right on the runner chaser. They're wanting you to chase them. They like the run. They like to run. They're avoidant. They want you to chase them. They do not want to chase. So this could be it could definitely be a twin flame connection if you buy into that. I personally do. I do believe in twin flames. I have been going through one myself, so I understand a lot about the dynamic. But this is definitely somebody that needs to do some healing work. Still has some unresolved things. They're not, yeah. They're lacking confidence. They like a self-sabotaging. They're fearing this. They have a lot of fear right now. There's a lot of things they're frustrated about. But I think this is somebody that might tend to distract themselves with, like instead of looking at themselves and their behaviors and how that is affecting things. They're not wanting to, if they're doing the work, it's slow, okay? Because they are, their heart is fogged, they're blocked, their heart chakra is blocked a little bit. I feel like it's opened a little bit, but not enough to allow them to really fully purge, and understand what's going on fully. Like they really haven't really done that true soul searching night of the soul type work where you really just purge some stuff. So that's how they're feeling. Let's what are they thinking right now? What are their thoughts right now? That they're running out of time. They feel like they need more time. They need time to heal, but they feel like they're running out of time because they feel like they're starting to feel like something they did or said probably just put a nail in the coffin and caused things to end. Because they've seen your growth. They've seen that they're starting to understand that you are starting to realize that you may be happier without this person in your life, that this has been a strain, and that that they have caused a lot of issues within this relationship that wouldn't have had to occur if they wouldn't have been running, if they would have faced their fears and their ego and their fears and their frustrations and worked through that stuff. But they realized they distracted so much and ran so much that now they're running out of time. We have, again, look, meaning, talking, savoring the moment. Let's get some clarification. Who are they meeting, talking to? Who are they meeting? Give me some cards on who's this person meeting? Okay, they're searching. Okay, so they're wanting to just again distract themselves. They're thinking that maybe they can find someone better somewhere else. Their happiness maybe is somewhere else. Again, it's that distracting, not wanting to work on themselves. So I feel like this is what they're thinking about, whether they should have offered you this. I think this is their struggle. They knew your worth, and they realized that they should have given you this commitment, whatever it was, taking it to the next level instead of stringing you along. But they realized because they didn't offer this is what their thoughts are, because they didn't offer you this higher level commitment, they feel like it's over now. They feel like they've ran out of time, or they're running out of time. And so now they might be, seeing about, because they feel like they're running out of time and they tend to distract, they may be, searching for someone else to fill that void, temporary void, while you're out of the picture, is what I'm getting. Self-indulgence. What did I say? This is, there is this shadow work. There's heart fog. They're not realizing that they've been self-indulgent and they have not been healing. It's time to heal. It's time to do the shadow work. It's time to start this person needs to start loving themselves. They need to start really finding out what that void in them is, which I feel like, they feel like they're not enough. They're not good enough. They don't have the confidence, to feel like they can have a successful connection. They don't feel like they deserve one, or something to that effect. But I like that they are I feel like this is their intuition is telling them that it's time to heal. Their heart is trying to open up and trying to tell them it's time to heal. But with this bitterness card, I feel like they're fighting it. It's like they're fighting it. It's like I see this picture of this child like throwing a tantrum, kicking and screaming, trying to, like not wanting to do the work, not wanting to, not liking that they're being sat in the corner, or they've been punished or whatever. And okay, so another confirmation, this could be a twin flame journey because we do have mirroring coming out here. So it could be, you could have a very telepathic connection with this person. Maybe they're starting to realize, cause and effect with that mirror. They're starting to look in the mirror and see, how their behaviors have affected things in this connection. So let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull. Let's get a few tarot cards here and see what their next actions might be. What is their next actions? What might be their next actions? We have the Ten of Swords. Probably, yeah, I feel like if this hasn't happened yet, I feel like they're going to, with this bitterness card, I feel like they're going to say or do something that's going to cause, this Ten of Swords, try to put like the nail in the coffin. We talked about that. I feel like that Ten of Swords is like a nail in the coffin. They might do something that they may regret later is what I get here. Vernal equinox, which is, I think that's meant to be dark to light. So this is saying, yeah, within a few days, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's time. Again, this is a card of time. So this is, they're realizing time's run out, that they've stalled too long, they've distracted too long, they've ran too long, and they've ran out of time. And that's why they're upset and they're angry right now. So I feel like with this being their intention is to self-sabotage the connection again, which is going to give you justice because you're going to realize that this person still needs to heal. It's going to help free you to understand this person still has some work to do. They're not in the right energy to have a successful, loving connection with somebody. Again, we have another card of personality clashes is what this is coming in. So it's like clashing here, self-sabotaging the connection. So their intention, and I don't feel like this is a conscious intention. I don't feel like this is a conscious intention at all. I feel like based on their personality and the fact that they're unhealed and they don't know, they're doing it without realizing what they're doing here, because it's just a response. It's a reaction because there's something here. I feel like this person got triggered is what is coming through. So this person's next actions and intentions is to sabotage the connection again because they're hurt, regardless of how they feel, even though this connection means a lot to them, they're self-sabotaging it again because they haven't done the work to realize why they're self-sabotaging it. And this is just going to lead to, for them, more pain because now they've caused more pain in this connection, which they're just going to end up feeling, guilty about or beat themselves up about or reinforce that belief that they're not good enough. That's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to reinforce that belief that they are not good enough for anyone, which is why they're self-sabotaging until they do the healing work and realize that they are self-sabotaging by, like they are reinforcing that belief that they are not good enough or not worthy of love. They're going to continue to do this cycle. And I think you're starting to realize that they are not healing. Let's go ahead. We'll get just a couple of Hidden Truth Oracle channeled messages for you from them. I'm not gonna do too many. I think just two. I'm getting two because I don't think under this energy, it's probably the best energy for them to be communicating. I want to tell you how I feel. They do want to be honest, but they can't, because they're not even honest with themselves. So I told you they're waiting for you to reach out to them. They want you to reach out. They're waiting for you because they want you to chase them. Because they need that validation. So if you're watching this, I know you probably either, if you haven't already had a confrontation with this person where they've lashed out to you in some way, they may be about to do that soon. And it's their own wounds. Please don't take it personally. It's their own stuff that they're dealing with, that they're not knowing how to process it properly. They're just not knowing how to deal with it, but that's not on you. It's not on you to fix this person. It's not on you to fix their problems. They've got to sort it out on their own. And all you can do is live your life while they're sorting it out. Okay. And don't take it personally, because it doesn't, the way they're behaving towards you has nothing to do with you. It's just that they're unhealed in some way. So I hope that this message finds you well. And if you resonate, feel free to hit that the like button down below. Always feel free to leave comments, and I thank you so very much. If you're new and you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting stuff. The love messages that I do, these love readings, I do them impromptu. They're not at a set schedule. My other readings are typically, I do a weekly energy reading and then every next 72-hour reading. Those are always at the same time. So you can look forward to those or go look for those if you're interested. I thank you so very much. Thank you for joining me. Much love and light, harmony and gratitude to you, my friends.